everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique and I make art traditionally and digitally. I like to take my viewers through my process as I'm still trying to improve my art skills. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. So I have started out by creating 3 circles, and this is the first time I've started a page out like this. I wanted to draw out the circles first because I wanted the spacing to look right and for the heads to relatively be the same size on the page. All these portraits will be of Tom Holland because he was requested for me to draw a few weeks ago. With the first portrait, I began by sectioning the head off into 4 equal parts. By sectioning out the head in 4 equal parts, it helps me to keep the face somewhat symmetrical. Once the head is divided into 4 parts, I find the midline for the eyes, the baseline for the nose, then I find the midline for the lips, and the chin line. When drawing the head face on, I cut the sides off the head because the sides of the head are a part of what we can't see from the front. Next, I'm going to move on to mapping out the facial features. I start with the nose as 3 circles. Then I like to move on to figure out where the eyes should be placed. Usually the tear duct of the eye lines up with the outside of the nostrils. From there, I figure out the angles from the outside of the nostrils to find the outer corners of the eyes. Once I have the angles mapped out, I draw large circles for the eyes. That way, the eyes end up the same size, which doesn't always happen, but fingers crossed it happens this time. The nose and eyes are mapped out, and now I'm going to figure out where the ears should go. I like to move on to the ears next, because the nose and the eye placement help me figure out how big the ears should be. When it comes to drawing hair, I'm not the best at it, so to make the hair look decent, I look for shapes and the direction the hair is going. When I focus on the small strands, that seems to be where I mess up, so I'm gonna keep it simple until I figure out how to draw hair better. If you have any tips on how to draw hair, definitely let me know in the comments. Alright, it's time for me to finish up these facial features. I'm going to work on the eyes by making one mark at a time so that the eye shapes are as similar as possible. Sometimes when I draw the eyes this way, they come out perfect, and other times it's like, well, what the heck are you doing? But that's art for you. Now that the eye shapes are done, I can add in the iris. When I draw the iris, I try to have the right amount of white space on both sides so that the eye is looking in the right place. I also do that because I use the eyes to measure the width of the lips as well. Tom Holland's lips are so thin. I'm not used to drawing lips this size, and I kept wanting to make them bigger to make myself feel more comfortable, but if I did that, then the drawing wouldn't look like Tom Holland. So I had to draw them as I saw them. Oh, and apologize for the light changing. I'm using my phone and an older Canon camera. I'm still trying to figure out how to change the lighting for the camera so that it's not so noticeable when I'm recording videos. This portrait is wrapped up for now, so let's move on to the next one. I started off with the circle already, so now I just needed to add an oval to the right side of the head so I knew which way the head was facing. I then added in that center line vertically and horizontally. I will add in the references that I'm using in case you would like to draw along with me in the description box. Oh, and make sure to tag me on Instagram or TikTok if you happen to draw with me. I will leave the links down below. I wanted to get the face shape down so that all of the features are in a good place, but I'm pretty sure I changed the face shape later to fit the facial features instead. Most of the features are already drawn in, but I use the same process that I used with the first portrait. The only thing that is different is the angle of the face and his hair. I'm going to add in a few more details like the eyelid folds above and below the eye. His ear is in a great position for me to draw all of the inner lines. I used to not like drawing the ears for some reason, but now I really enjoy it because not all ears are the same. Okay, time for the side view. If you have been following me for a while, you'll know that the side view is my favorite angle of the head. I think it's because it is the quickest angle for me to draw. Most of the features are only half drawn, but the face still has something to say with only half of it being shown. Here I am mapping everything out so that I can draw in those features. I drew out the ear first because it is the center of the whole head, and for me, it is easier to figure out where the features go at this angle. But any other angle, I will use the nose to figure out where the rest of the features go. I drew the general shape of the face, but that will change once I start adding more detail to the facial features. At this point, I want to get the hairline down so that I know how far to the left the eyebrow and the eye need to go, just to be sure that the face is proportional. Once the hairline is in, I decide to draw the rest of the hair just to get it out of the way. I noticed that the previous drawing was getting smudged with my hand, so I grabbed a clear sheet to protect the drawing. Even though I'm drawing from a different angle, I still use the nose to measure out where the eyes should go. Glasses can be difficult to draw as well, but they had to be drawn to match the reference photo, so glasses are in. Enjoy some close-up shots of this page now that the sketches are complete. Alright, here is the big one, the main event of this whole video, Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I'm starting off like I did with the other portraits, with a circle, then an oval to show which way he's looking. This part of the process is pretty much the same as the other portraits for the most part, so I'm going to just let you watch and I'll come back at the end.
butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Can't twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more art. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.